people grow into a certain age and they begin to complain. If I had known when I was this age, this and that. So instead of someone crying about spilled milk, I would advise that you make the most of your youthful phase. The scripture says, in the morning sow your seed, and the morning of every individual's life is their youthful phase. It's a building ground. It's the foundation of your life. So you have to build it intentionally. Yes, it's not the economy is not encouraging. You don't have the finances at your disposal. But make sure that you make the most of this youthful phase, because your youthful phase, it will come once and it's not going to repeat itself.
Hi, welcome to another episode. My name is Joshua and this is the Growth Podcast. Today we're having a great discussion on the podcast today. Now, this is one of the discussions we're going to be having today that's going to enlighten you to do more better and put in the work more in whatever you're doing. And today here in the studio, we have a great guest. Before I bring up my guest on the podcast here, I want you to go ahead right now, begin to share, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that this gets to as many persons as possible. Today we have here with us in the studio, VIANI. Good to have you with us here, VIANI.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here.
God bless you. Thank you very much. So we have VIANI here with us. She's going to be doing introduction to us concerning herself as we go further. VIANI, please, can we get to know you more better, man?
My name is VIANI Obehi-Oye. Okay. I am an author and a public speaker. So basically, I do other things, but I'll just stick with an author and a public speaker for now.
Excellent. So we have an author and a public speaker here with us, and she's full of wisdom also, and she's going to be giving us beautiful discussion on our conversation today. So VIANI, our discussion today is the power of consistency. Now we see we are in a dispensation, we are in a time whereby consistency is more like a difficult nut to crack.
Yes.
For people to keep up doing whatever it is they are doing, it's kind of hard. Whereas if they don't see results, they give up. When they don't see the moral support, they give up. When they don't have the necessary thing to keep pushing, some persons give up. From my own view, but let's hear from you. In your own view, in your own definition, what will you classify or what will you say consistency is all about?
So firstly, I will start with this key point that consistency is a discipline. It's a form of a discipline. So while I launch deep into the main discussion, consistency is that drive that keeps you going, even when mentally you don't want to keep on going, but you have in your mind, why did I ever start this? And also I see consistency as the bridge between intention and achievement. So yes, I have this idea, I have this thing that I want to keep going, but there are challenges at the midway. That spirit that keeps you pushing on, that keeps you going without giving up, because you have reasons to give up, you have many no's and you have many terrible days, but if you know why you started, and if that drive is inbuilt, it's not outside motivation. This motivation has to come from inside, so that is the spirit that will keep you going, and it is known as consistency. I also see consistency as constantly, for a easy understanding, you constantly doing that thing without giving up.
Okay. Now, VIANI, you see, mostly let us use the youths as a case study now. The youth, and let us say having a content creator. Let's start with that now. You see, we have a whole lot of people putting up content.
Yes.
And over time, you see them stop putting out content, whereas most of their content might be funny, educative, interactive, and the rest of that. And over time, you find some people stop putting in the work, and when you ask them, they tell you, I'm tired, I don't get that push. What will you say to such person to, regardless, just keep pushing? Because everybody will tell you, you have to be consistent. You have to it's just like a normal word.
Yes.
Be consistent.
Yes.
How can one be more consistent in doing? Let's start with the content creators for now.
Yes.
How can one be more consistent in putting up content, whether the views are there, whether
I like your question.
whether the likes are coming in, whether or not.
Yeah.
What is that drive you tell that person to keep on?
So just now when you were talking, you mentioned something that when you get tired.
Yeah.
I want you to know that we all get tired at some point, but we never showed it to the audience or to the general public. And also using content creators as an example. Lately, I started studying something about my IG post. I am at this place of rest where I tell myself that even though I don't get much likes, that view that I'm getting is the ginger, is the sweetener, is the drive, is the push. So for content creators who sometimes give up, and despite they are great creatives and they still give up, it's because they've not gone back to their drawing board.
Okay.
So this is what works for me. I sometimes do YouTube videos and I sometimes go out to speak. So sometimes I have content, and I also got to realize that for my personal self, my outing content are now more than my YouTube videos. So this is what I told myself, that whenever I am chanced, I do 5 videos, 4 videos, or 3 videos at once.
Okay.
So for example, I'm chanced today, I just have to change my clothes and do 3 videos at once, and nobody's going to know until you tell them. So you start dishing out at the selected time that you choose to. So content is something that you have to know why. So I think today's discussion would revolve basically around why. Why did you start? Why do you want to do this? What is your ginger? What is your drive? What do you intend to achieve? Because it starts with you.
Okay.
Because if you are waiting for your friends to be your supporters, they may never turn up for you. So you have to know why, and you have to be consoled in the fact that if I put out a post and 1,000 people see it, that's viewed by 1,000 people, that's a ginger for me. So even if it's 30 people, I was telling my younger sister recently, I was like, right now I'm not even concerned about the number of likes. What I'm concerned about is the number of people that see it. That's a form of achievement, because when I started, I wasn't getting that impression, that number of views. So that is a form of growth. So you have to know why and find something that would give you personal form of encouragement. Because your friends might not be waiting for you. It might even be strangers that would even send you messages. I'm like, oh, well done. I see what you are doing. I read your article and this and that and all of that. So find something that would be a personal drive for you.
Exactly. Wow. This is top notch. This is top notch. Now, still on that question, you said regardless of the view, you know, different people, different mindsets.
Yes, please.
You know, some people, they feel like having 30 views is not enough. While some people, having 30 views is, like you said, is a boost, is an encouragement, right?
Yes.
Now, how do we tend to like speak to that mind? Come on, even if it's 30, that 30 can be 30,000 views someday. How do you speak to such mind, like, don't give up even if you have a little view? At least 30 people coming across your post.
It's a form of achievement too.
At least
yes, at least for a start. Yes.
You know, and it should give you, like, I love the point you raised up. You said it begins with you.
Yes.
Why are you going into this?
Yes.
I think that will help one to be more consistent.
Yes.
Now,
please.
what will you speak to such mind that say, well, still on the content, having 30 views, this is not enough? I don't think this is my niche. I don't think this is my call. What will you speak to that mind to keep going on?
Okay.
What is that one? Just one word.
I think it's going to be like pushing. A sentence, but I'll make it as short as possible. So that person that is asking, or that person is not encouraged as a content creator. Firstly, you need to know why, like I said before, and also keep pushing. You never can tell the content that would eventually blow. We don't know the content. So when I'm telling myself that, okay, I posted this today and I got few number of views and also number of likes, you never can tell. It may be that your lazy content, that your content that you're just like, well, let me just post this one, anyhow it be, shall be. And that may be your announcing content. So keep at it. You never can tell the content that will put you on the spotlight.
You just spoke to me there, actually, though. I'm telling you. But moving on quickly, VIANI. Now, what are the biggest obstacles to consistency in today's world, and how can we overcome them?
Okay, so firstly, I will answer the obstacles before I tell you how to overcome them, or during the conversation. So distraction is one of it.
Distraction.
Yes. So we consider other people's highlights as our role models. For people that have done content, people that are genuine, because when we try to advise people, we don't tell them the truth. Like people that have actually blown as regards content, they don't tell people the truth. They just tell them that all of a sudden I got this number of views. You won't tell them how you posted a video, you began to have panic attack because the views were not inspiring. So distractions. Don't be distracted by what you see online. Yes, you can use them as a guide for what you want to become, but don't be distracted.
Right.
Don't forget that it's the time to cook beans is different from the time to cook indomie. So we are individuals and our races are different.
Okay.
our races are never the same. So just ensure that the fact that you're not doing any hard content, that's a validation, or that's an encouragement that eventually this content will make sense for you. So I posted one content where I talked about failure. That content, when I did that content, I did it in May. I was very exhausted and drained. I will not even lie to you. But I woke up one of these days and someone was like, I woke up this morning and this is one of the first content I saw. This is the first video I saw on YouTube. And I was encouraged because when I was doing that video, I was tired. I was even telling the guys that were doing the content from like, me, I'm tired though. But let's just put out this content. And we made 2 videos and the other one, we lost it.
Wow.
So those are one of the things that you do, because when you are doing content, you get frustrations. Sometimes you may have a record, your audio is not good, something happened, or a particular part got missing. These are things that we've experienced, but that will not make you give up. You cannot give up now. You've come too far to give up. And the second thing is quick results. My generation, or this generation, we are so fast to applaud quick results, and we don't want to know, okay, yes, you are blowing up or you are doing excellently well in life. How did you get here? We forget to ask people. Yes, we want people to mentor us. I get people reaching out to me that they want to be mentored. And I put them in the known that, yes, I did love to mentor you, but I want you to know that apart from mentoring, this journey has been a lot. This journey has been one that I've been like, God, do I really want to do this? But when I remember that, yes, God gave me an assignment and I am supposed to save the younger generation so they do not make mistakes and they will not be in their 30s or in their 40s and they're like, if I had known. So instead of you pursuing quick results, ask those people who have quick results in your head, because actually they don't have quick results, or those people who have achieved, or those people that you're looking up to. Ask them, how did you get here? What being midnight candles did you do? What character traits, yes, did you behold? Did you just ask them questions? Be bold enough to ask them questions, and I'm sure that they will respond to you, because some people are doing stuff and they spent the night awake while you were sleeping. You were snoring and somebody was busy awake doing something to get something better out of life. So let's stay away from distractions and comparison. Comparison, yes, I forgot to mention that. I can, this person, I can be better than you, I can do this more than you. No, stop comparing. Just be at your path and do better. And don't forget that growth is a process. When I started off with my YouTube channel, I used to be a very shy girl. Like I was the only one doing my YouTube video and I was still shy. You know that I'm the only one fixing my camera, and it's only my camera guys that were there. And these are people that I've known for like maybe 5 years. They were the ones doing the content, and I was still shy. But over time now, I'm not shy. Because I've done it over time. And I rehearse personally. So when I'm going for a speaking event, I'm going to face my mirror. I'm going to write. I'm not a ominoes. No, I'm going to prep. So these people do a lot of work behind the scene.
That's true.
Yes. So activate the spirit of doing the work behind the scene. Learn what it takes to grow, because growth is a process. Stop comparison. Stay away from distraction, and don't be so filled with quick success, but learn how they got there.
Wow, excellent. In fact, the point you raised now, which is very beautiful, comparison and distractions, these two, I think these are the major killer to consistency, because the more you want to try to compare yourself with people, instead you should be learning from them.
Yes, please.
Want to compete with them, like, okay, I think I can do better. There's a saying that says, instead of competition, do collaboration.
Yes,
I think that would also help.
Yes,
exactly. So we are matching in to have greater conversation in our discussion here today. Now, Vianney, why do people start strong but struggle to stay consistent in whatever it is they do? Sometimes they'll be like, okay, I see this person start up a podcast.
Yes,
it's a drive. I want to start my podcast, and over time they go into the podcast. For example, it might be anything
anything
life,
generally. Yes.
So I'm just using podcast, and they starting strong, and then they start pushing.
And the candles start coming down.
Just start dropping. So why do people start strong and struggle to stay consistent? What do you think that is?
I think I would say that everybody starts strong. Everybody generally starts strong. But when like I said earlier on, life happens to people and life happens to everybody. So it depends on how you take it. So when you start strong and you forget that this ginger that is in me, this gym that is in my body like this, hope I can carry on. So that's where you have to be sure that whatever you are doing. So me, I put whatever I do into writing. That is one of my guide, either into handwritten,
Okay.
on my PC or on my notepad, but it's share into writing, so it guides me.
Okay.
So don't forget why you started. And yes, I totally agree with you that people start strong, but at some point they might get discouraged. Life might happen to them and they just get withdrawn. And maybe like 2 years and they were like, oh, I was supposed to have done this project. I was supposed to, and time has gone, and you had the luxury of time at the time to do that particular thing, but you're not gingered. Remember that it's personal ginger, because for example, okay, I have idea about book writing, I have idea about content. So that's where I'm focusing my conversations on. If you are someone that do content, or yes, you are a media person basically, there are sometimes that unforeseen circumstances happen.
Yeah.
Would you say that because unforeseen circumstances happen that you are not going to do this particular content, or you are going to frown, or you are going to like, I'm not doing this again, and you would give up? No. People that have made it, successful people, they had reasons to give up, but they chose not to give up. So when life happens to you, make good out of it. Even if it's trying to serve you some sour stuff, just make good out of it.
Make good out of it. How do we overcome fear now when it comes to consistency? Like you say, unforeseen circumstances. So it happened to me. I'm trying to bring up that unforeseen circumstance. So I never knew
that thing will
happen. So, and that already wanted me to like, let me give up. So fear was also part of that unforeseen circumstances. So one thing that made me give up, continue to push on, and it was like, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So for somebody now, what is another point, or what is another view that we can also bring in to help somebody, is to encourage somebody?
Okay. So another thing I can use to encourage someone is this: in your rising lies other people's rising.
Come again, please.
In your rising, lies other people's rising.
In your rising,
so I would break it down. So this content you are doing now, people are observing you. Some people are not even giving, they might not even be commenting, but people are learning from you steadily. And with time, you will see that. So, okay, I will cite myself as an example. So 11 years ago, I was in the teens church. Right now, I'm in my 20s, so that people can understand. So I was in the teens church, and I had a friend then. She was a very quiet person, but I just liked her personality, and I was always say hi to her. And recently, she sent me a message on IG, and she was like, I like what you're doing. I've observed you for a long time. So I will be talking to some girls under the bridge, and I want you to come and talk to them. So this is where my point comes in. People observe what you are doing. They might not necessarily applaud you, but they are learning from you. So for you to say you want to disembark, see, we don't disembark here. I would rather not start a project than give up on it. So someone was asking me recently, don't you think you should start writing movies? I'm like, I never had, yes, there'll be a time in my life that I want to convert my life story into a movie, because there are some things that people literally do not know about me. But not now, maybe when I'm 40, but not now at all. So that's a project on its own. But I will not be that person that's going to write movies right now, because that is not me. But for writing, when I'm depressed, I still have something to write. When I'm stressed out, I see. So writing is like, it's in my thoughts. It's not part of my brain. I think about it consciously. So when it's time for speaking, I still have that passion towards it. So what I'm trying to say basically is, to someone listening to me right now, it may look like, or it may seem like things have happened and you cannot share with anybody, or your story is not one to be listened to. If you know why you are starting, if there are words behind why you started, if God has told you to start, or you have this conviction that you should start, please and please make sure you keep at it, because definitely people would learn from you, people will be motivated, and people would, like, you will give birth to passions. Like you'll be able to like inspire someone, and that person would give birth to another form of idea. So that's why I was like, in your sources lies the sources of other people.
Excellent. Wow. This conversation on consistency, you're speaking to me actually. I don't, other persons, in fact, I'm also learning too here actually too. You're speaking to me. All right, so we're just going to take the last one here. Can you share with us a time in your life when consistency produced surprisingly big results for you?
Okay.
I know there are many.
So I will just mention few.
Okay.
So when I started writing when I was in secondary school.
Okay.
So basically, I started writing when I was in secondary school, and that was in 2015.
Okay.
It was not a sweet ride because I was a science student, but I had passion for writing. And one of the encouragements I got at the time was where my parents, and two, it was one of my English teacher, and I told him that I was writing because then writing was not something that you can boast about. It's not like now that I can boldly say I'm an author,
Yeah.
I'm a speaker. But there was a time that writing was not the in thing. The in things were doctors, engineers, lawyers, and those professional careers. So I told myself that I would put my passion into this. So one of the drive that made me to start writing was I grew up in an environment where I noticed that young people were living their life anyhow. They were living their life the way they were living their life. They were not accountable. They felt that let me live my life anyhow. It's my parents that know. It's my parents I want to shape. They forgot that you are accountable.
Very much.
And if you start to live your life anyhow, so I usually give myself this time frame. If I want to, so if I'm doing something good or something, but I'll ask myself, in the next 2 years, what results am I expecting? In the next 5 years, what do I want to expect? In the next 10 years, what am I expecting? So now I go to schools and I talk to people. It was not an overnight happening. It had so the passion started in 2019 to start speaking, but then I even forgot to mention to you, I used to stammer. So stuttering was something that I want to start talking. Why do you want to start talking? Of all things in the world.
Limitation already.
For talking, you want to start from writing, you want to start
talking.
Yes. And eventually I started talking to people. And the first note I got was in 2019. And I went to drop my proposal. And the person said I looked too young to be talking to students. And I'd never felt more bad than that.
My God.
I really felt bad. I would not even like that. I just went into my hiding and I was like, okay, let me keep on writing. And in the process of having a prayer time in 2022, the Lord said to me that I would be a voice. I'm looking that. Sure, you don't know that I used to stammer.
like Moses.
Are we confused? Yes, yeah, confusion. Sure, you don't know it's VIANI you're talking to.
Wow.
But over time, I still kept on. So my life, whatever my life has given birth to right now is in the place of incubation. Incubation, I mean prayer, spiritual exercises. So I do personal spiritual exercises a lot. So I'm not here to preach, but I just want to balance this stuff so that people get to understand. So yes, you are working, because people believe that when you are working, oh God, yes, you would pray and you also work. So that's why the scripture says, watch and pray.
That's right.
So whatever you are doing, you are working, and God is balancing what you are doing for you, and is definitely blessing you and opening more doors for you.
To me, ma.
He's opening more doors for you. So when it came to speaking, I had many no's.
Wow.
Even up till last year 2025, I still had no's. Let's not lie to ourselves. I still had no's. But eventually I began to get here. So officially, I would say I started from 2025 speaking. Every other thing I had done was like a prep. And ever since then, I'd gotten other speaking opportunities. So we should not also forget that in whatever we do, God's timing remains the best.
That's true.
We cannot fasten God. You know, the scripture says that a day is like 1,000 before. So when I'm saying, God, moti dagba, I'm grown, I'm getting grown, this, that, so have you forgotten me? In his mind, it's like, it's looking at you, it's just a day. Why are you rushing? Don't rush. So just trust the process. Growth is a process.
It's a process, exactly.
A cocoa farmer would explain better to us, because, for example, if I'm a plantain farmer and it takes me this number of months to grow my plantain, a cocoa farmer, it takes years, but they still keep at it. So growth is a process. Don't rush the process. Definitely it will come to you, but don't forget why you started. There is a why. Is it to rescue the younger generation from destruction, or to change the mindset of girls on the streets? There is a why. Why did you start? Is it to motivate someone to become a better version of themselves? Why did you start? So when there's every form of discouragement, if you go back into your hiding or into your closure, you know that this is why I started, and so I don't have to give up, or I cannot give up. I had many naysayers when I started writing. I'm not going to mention them. I had many naysayers, and they were like, is it writing you want to be doing now? Are you sure? I just told myself that I would keep on writing, and I would make sure that I write excellently, where that even when like adults, 30s, 40s, 50s read these books, they will have something to pick from me. So that is the energy that I put into it. And when you are trying to achieve something, know that you are accountable, you have achievements, you have goals, you have bucket lists, and make sure that you keep at it. So when you're trying to achieve something as an individual or you're an entrepreneur, just ensure that you keep on putting your best. Just ensure that you keep on doing it, because there are many no's, there are negative naysayers.
Yeah.
Naysayers have never been positive.
That's
But
right.
let me call your attention. There are negative naysayers, and there are people that add there to water your effort. So is it books you are writing now? So is it public speaking you are doing now? Or is it content you want to be doing now? They want to make you feel like you are a stupid person.
Less
you don't
of
know why you
yourself.
are doing this, but you know why.
Yeah.
You know why you are doing this, and don't let the no's define you. I told you no does not mean that other people will tell you no. Amidst many no's lies many yes. So if you don't wait for the yes, you just stop at the bus stop of no's, and it will pull you back, and some may eventually end in regret. And when I used to, I wish I could do this. No, there is more that lies ahead, and there is more in you, and you can be better at whatsoever you lay your mind to do.
Exactly. Now we've heard from an expert, because she's actually giving us powerful principles and how to be consistent. Now, Vianney, I love to make the points you've actually put up here today, and I believe the listeners, our audience, would also pick up so many points on how to keep being consistent in whatever it is they are doing, and how to just overcome a whole lot. Like the naysayers, the no-sayers, in fact, they are much more than those I'll tell you.
Yes, and your applauders.
And your applauders, they are much more. And funny enough, these set of people, when they start seeing you making impact,
I'm proud of you. I know you will do this.
You get,
I expected this from you. I was expecting more from you.
You get the point. When you look back, you know that.
Actually, this one, it's just word of mouth.
You understand? So they are the one that come and be like, we know you'll be great. We know this is going to be big. So like you said, amongst the no's lies the yes in it. So we just keep pushing. Vianney, I want to say thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
You've actually given us a very wonderful discussion on consistency. Now, before we go, Vianney is she's an author actually. She has written a couple of books, and I had to please, we need to have some of your books here with us. We have one of our books here, which is "I Am the Solution." Vianney, in just a minute, can you just give us a breakdown of what this "I Am the Solution" is all about? So this is the book. We're going to put it up on the video so that those of you can, and you can also tell us where we can get it, the store service, how we can order it. But first of all, just tell us what the book is all about.
Okay, so I Am the Solution basically is a book to inspire you to become the solution, regardless of your happenings.
Okay.
So we know that currently, wherever we find ourselves, as far as you are Nigerian, is not encouraging for anybody, but we are trusting God. But regardless, you have to become the solution as a business owner, as a career person, wherever you find yourself, become the solution. There's this saying that if life gives you lemon, make lemonade out of it. So basically, that's what I Am the Solution is all out. So where it happens that you are supposed to be the solution, or where it happens that you are supposed to be the problem, or where problems are alarming, choose to be the solution. So that's why I authored that book.
Excellent. So we have another book again she wrote, which is Maximizing Your Youth. It's a guide to successful living. Now, so this maximizing your youth, can you also just give us a breakdown on it? So this is the book. I'm going to put it up on the video also.
So maximizing your youth, like I said earlier in the beginning of our conversations, I said that I have noticed that people grow into a certain age and they begin to complain. If I had known when I was this age, this and that. So instead of someone crying about spilled milk, I would advise that you make the most of your youthful phase. The scripture says, in the morning sow your seed, and the morning of every individual's life is their youthful phase. It's a building ground. It's the foundation of your life. So you have to build it intentionally. Yes, it's not the economy is not encouraging. You don't have the finances at your disposal. But make sure that you make the most of this youthful phase, because your youthful phase is to come once and it's not going to repeat itself. So for you to get copies of the book, you can walk into Dominion Bookstore in Ontario, Ogun State. So let me break it down. In Living Faith Church, there's a bookstore in Canaan Land, so you can get copies physically. And for the ebook lovers, you can also get it on Seller as well. Just type in the titles of the book and it will pop up.
So we're going to put the details, those where we can get it online, and also where we can get it physically. Let's say Living Faith Church and the bookstore in Living
Yes,
Faith. All
yes.
right. So these books, I tell you, this is wonderful. I haven't gone through it, but what Vianney has actually said about these books, I think both of them, I think they resonate a whole lot of powerful things in us. So Vianney, I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much.
honoring our invitation today. I want
Thank
to
you
say
for
God
having
bless you
me.
and God bless you more. We have Vianney today on a wonderful discussion on the power of consistency. Please do make sure that you continue to like, subscribe, and follow. Vianney, please, your social handles so we can have other people, other persons as well to follow you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever.
So currently, I'm not active on X because that platform is traumatic and I'm not ready yet mentally.
Okay.
So I have an account, but it's not active for quite a number of years now. So for Facebook, IG, and TikTok, it's VIANI Obehioye.
Okay. All together for
yes,
that, right?
Yes,
so you get it. So everything's gonna be, you have it down on the screen already. So just make sure you follow the names where you can get on Facebook, on YouTube. On I tell you, in fact, most of our content are educative. I've watched but a few of them. They're very educative, very, very educative, and more. I call you a life coach.
So that was the name I was thinking I would call myself when I was growing up. I was like,
yeah, for real.
I don't think I've acquired that skill yet. So let me call myself a public speaker. I don't like the word motivational speaker.
Yeah,
it's like
you sabi everything.
No.
Vianney, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now, before you go, we have something for you. This is from us, the Grocer Podcast. Want to say thank you
so much
for coming. Thank you for honoring our invitation. We want to appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. So this comes to the end of our conversation today on the Grocer Podcast. I see you, man, Joshua Eno, your humble host. I want to say thank you for joining in. We'll come again. Same time, beautiful episode and enlightening guests just as we have here today. So stay blessed, peace, love, and shalom. Bye everybody.